You did it.
Greetings, beautiful beings. I hope you all are drinking water and taking care of yourself. Welcome to another episode of Rooted in Us. We are actually on episode 10. Look at us.
Episode
Today,
10. Can't believe it.
I mean, this is what happens when you say that you're going to do something and then you choose to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ground in that. Let's take some deep breaths in the choice of choosing to do something that you said that you were going to do. I like knowing that I have choices and I get to choose if I do something or not. And I like to celebrate when I actually do the thing I said I was going to do. So just take a couple breaths in that celebration of you doing whatever it is that you said that you were going to do. Brush your teeth, have some coffee, do something on your checklist. And just inhale and exhale that celebration. You did it. Good job. Go you. Hmm. Go us, friend.
Go us, indeed. Go us, indeed. Deep breath for everybody.
You get a deep breath. And you get a deep breath. How are you doing this glorious, wonderful day?
I'm doing just fine. I am geared up and ready for our fantastic conversation today. And I am also very happy that I put on pants and a shirt and underwear. I am almost fully dressed. I have on house shoes though, because I didn't feel like putting on socks. How are you?
Coming from the other side, I'm good. I'm great, actually. I have a lot of energy and excitement because I get to talk to a lot of beautiful, wonderful people that I love today. I already have been doing that, and that has been great. So I'm moving in that and getting enough energy to make myself some tea water. But I'm good today. Just a little slow, a little lagging, but I feel good even in that.
I love it. Well, this makes me happy. Sounds like you are you're diving into what we were going to talk about today. And would you like to introduce what we're going to talk about? And I mean, we can say where it came from, but it's just because I started ranting. That's really the whole story.
Well, actually, I want to introduce it as I have an amazing genius friend who does really great videos on the Instagram. So if you're not following Jeremy Teel, you need to follow Jeremy Teel because you've been stepping up your videos, and I have really been enjoying the topics of the videos that you have been posting on Instagram and on TikTok too, right? They're on the TikTok sometimes. I've
No, they're
seen
just
some.
on Instagram because I'm old.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they're just on
Well,
Instagram.
then
I'm old shit. I don't have it. I have a TikTok. I just can't. The switching programs and no. If you want to
got it.
see them on TikTok or Facebook. I think because Meta owns both.
Okay. Well, either or. Love his videos. So one his recent video talks about community. And I really want him to tell us what this video was about and the messaging behind the video because that's what we're talking about today. We are talking about community, but not in the way that most times we talk about community. How are we talking about community today, friend?
We are talking about community in a full-on homosexual rage rant because I've had it with these goddamn people, not just the gays, every goddamn body, acting like community is only the people that you like. That's not how this works, dummy. So that was the video essentially. It's a very quick video. It's like maybe a minute and some seconds long, but that's what I was talking about. I'd had it. I'd come from something, an event, and realized that a week before a different event with a different set of community members was packed full of people, and the energy was high, and the drinks were flowing, and it was just lit sauce. And then I go to this thing for another subset of our community that is in dire need of support, and nobody's there. Nobody's there. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? But be the first person at the funeral or at the candlelight vigil or some bullshit like that. You didn't even show up for the motherfuckers when they was alive. What? So that again, rage rant about community, not just being about people you fuck with. Thoughts?
Okay, so I have two sides to this, right? I have the side of the individuals who aren't aware that they should be like community involves all the people, right? All the people, not just the people that you like. But then also the people who make it hard for people to want to have you in community.
Yeah.
Because that exists too. So there is this, I think, false reality that you have to like everybody, and you don't. Love. We have to love everyone. Loving everyone is the key, but liking everyone. I don't like you. A lot of people I don't like, for plausible reasons. It makes sense. Why do you not like them? And some people don't like me. It may be plausible why they don't like me, but it doesn't mean that we aren't in community, that I'm not supportive of their efforts, that I might not share whatever out in the network. Absolutely not. I may do that, but will I talk shit about you to you and to others? I probably will do that too.
Hell yeah.
But it does not mean that I leave you out there to dry. I don't just like I wouldn't. I don't have to fuck with you, but I'm not gonna let people throw eggs at your face. You know what I'm saying? Like in front of me. I don't have to allow that, because we are in community. We are in this community as people that identify as being Black, as women, as the rainbow community. We're in this community together, and I'm not gonna throw you away because you may be doing shitty things or just in general. But then I'm gonna go to this other side though. There's some people who do some shitty things and then still think that they should get the same access as everybody else who don't, just because you're in community.
Yes.
And it's like, but you just cussed that person out last week, and what you thought was gonna happen? Like they were gonna still show up for you? Like you said that you were gonna do something and then you didn't. Why would there's repercussions for your actions, sweetheart. You just don't get to be like, oh, but we're in community together and they should be supporting me. But you call them everything but the child of God. Why?
The question is why. The question is why. Like, why? Yes. Okay. So I hear you. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Those are two great thoughts. Thank you. Thank you, Fatima, for your points. Jeremy, it's your turn now. I wholeheartedly agree. I will also add a third to the bastards that perpetuate the foolery, because there are people in the middle, right? There are people in the middle that are kind of good on all sides, like, right? So I get cursed out on a weekly basis. I just do. It's a part of the love language of my peoples. However, I do know that they adore me and they will do whatever I need for them to do for me. And at the same time, they're going to give me shit and make it really hard and difficult to be a part of their group. It's kind of weird. So here I am in the middle. The responsibility of the person in the middle is when there's a person who's not strong enough to see both sides or can't play both sides, you now have to advocate for that person. Hear me out. I'm getting somewhere. Just go with me, y'all. If you sit and let your people talk shit about the person who's the weakest link, you are the problem. I don't care what nobody say. You're the fucking problem, because you're strong enough to know better. You got enough wherewithal to hear it. You're in the room. So someone let you in, or somehow you got in there, and you're not even using your position to help those people. Again, you might not like that person, but we ain't got to talk cold cash shit about the motherfucker. Like, they ain't even here. Like, they're not even here. They're not here. Even if they were here, you know what's going to happen is in 3 months, when something does happen to them, it's like, oh my God, I cannot believe that happened. You can't believe it happened to them? After you were talking shit about that person 3 months ago? Yeah, that's what happens when people don't have support. Shitty things happen to non-supported people. You douchebag. I was trying to tell y'all. So that was my third. I'd like to add that. People that are in the middle, it is your responsibility. Okay, it is a part of the responsibility of you to do that. Speak up, bitch. What you scared of? They can't whoop you. I mean, I know they can't whoop me. I don't know if it's my job, but I know they can't whoop me. So it is what it is gonna be. I wish a bitch would try some bullshit.
You just
I
want
haven't ready to fight for 4 years.
okay, you've been wanting to fight for a while, right?
I have been on guard for some bullshit for a long time. But yeah, so tell me what are you thinking about my additive?
No, I genuinely agree. There are the people that play in the middle who have the wisdom to see that there is a need, and instead of assisting because they are in the community, all they do is talk shit. Like, so you're not helping, and the way that you are hurting is you are perpetuating that story or that messaging to others, and when you don't have to. And but again, that goes back to a conversation I think we had before. What is community?
Listen,
And
well, sorry, keep going. Go.
like, what is it, and what does it mean to be a part of it, and how are we acting if we're saying we're in community together? Because some people be like, well, I'm not in their community. It's like, hold on, wait, but you were saying that last year or 2 years ago when you were trying to like march these streets, and when you try to make it seem like, people should care about your cause because X, Y, and Z. So that's my thing, is like, what is community, and when we're talking about this, yeah, what are we talking about when we're referring to it?
I really, really believe that community is, first of all, you can be a part of several communities at once. That is right. So some would, I mean, some would say it's intersectional, right? Like all of your communities converge. That's like nonprofit speak. Real life speak is you fuck with a lot of people, and a lot of people fuck with you. So the people that fuck with you back, that's your community. But there are some you just inherently put in. You were just born into some communities. I'm a part of the Negro community. I can't leave. They can't get rid of me. I am a sworn in member from birth. God damn it, I'm a Negro. Okay. So on accident, pretty much anything that has to do with niggas, I mean, I get a small vote, but I get one nonetheless. And that's that's obviously my race community. But then there are others that are like, I'm an artist. I'm a part of an artist community. Even if I don't know you, bitch, if I come to the show and I see your work on the wall, I'm now critiquing my sister's work, or I'm now, checking on my siblings' experiences. I'm a part of the artist community. Well, again, we don't know each other. I might not like it, but I'm still here supporting you, bitch. So I say all that to say, just because you can be a part, not because you can be a part of several communities at once, that means your responsibilities for all of them really just come down to what you can and cannot do, right? Like, what can you do about this? If you can't do anything about it, that's fine. Because here we are. We have those three positions, like people who are in the middle, people who make it fucking difficult to be here. Which position are you, and what are we going to do with it? I'm just going to play most of the time the middle. I'm playing the middle because I don't really want to be here in the first place. But here we are. Here the fuck we are. So that's what I deem community and communities. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I take a step further to where it's like you have the communities based off your artificial constructs, right? Your race, the labels or whatever, and then you have your community that's based off of like your values and your beliefs, and y'all move the same way. Like that to me, there's like an intimate community that you may have, or that I have, and then there's like the broader community. My intimate community, we've eaten together. We smell each other's farts. Like I feel like that's another level of community than the community. I support you because you exist in this artificial construct, and in this artificial construct, we do need to support each other more than we don't. So I think there's levels to it when I talk about community, but I also, because the grander community doesn't move the same way. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm living in Mexico right now. There was a situation in one of the groups that I attend, an outing that I attend, and they want to talk about race and racism, and I want to talk about how do we deal with disharmony as a collective when it happens, because racism That's just
Racism.
like it's what, but there's this harmony now. So what does it mean to move in this way that as a community, this community that is deciding and choosing to meet, that when there's this harmony, this is what we're choosing to do. And to me, that's a level of community that we're not at yet. It's just people just want to gather and rock with each other, but there's no way of like when I don't like you or when you did something or you stepped on my foot, there's no way of us having a conversation about how you stepped on my foot. It's just, oh, she stepped on my foot. No, 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 you stepped on my foot and it hurt. And not only did you step on it, but you just acted like I should be fine and keep going. And we're not gonna talk about it. I don't want to be a part of a community that does that. That's not a group that I want to be a part of. So also thinking like that's to me, my community is like we have really hard conversations about a lot of different things, and depending on what you're willing to have a conversation about, it's depending on where I put you on in the line of my community or not.
Sorry, I'm playing around with stuff over here. That's I just like I don't know. I figured, since we're doing this ourselves, there is no production. We are the production, just letting y'all know. And by we I mean 80% me. I just say what I say. Yes, yes, and yes. And this idea of not knowing how to not just resolve conflict, but how to have. Oh my God, Fatima just joined the production team, everybody. Thank you so much, Fatima. Shout out to the new credit. She's also a producer. Yeah, so like not just solving conflicts, but it's this y'all don't know how to prepare for future y'all with each other, right? So it might sound kind of selfish, but the reason I'm nice to everybody is because I never know when I'm gonna need a motherfucker. I'm truly, and I might not like you, so you'll get a hello. You'll get a, it's lovely to see you. I'm happy that you're outside or whatever. I might not sit and gab with you for an hour and a half, but that's because I truly don't know if I'm gonna need you in 1 day, 2 years, 8 years. I just don't know, and I kind of need to be treated accordingly because I'm gonna still do it, but I'm gonna have a pissy attitude if I don't feel like you deserve it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. The amount of phone calls I've gotten from people who have treated me like complete bullshit. And all I could do in a professional capacity, at least, is say, okay, I don't want your dick to fall off. So I'll go and make sure you get the appointment. Or, I don't want you to be socially ostracized. So I'll make sure that you get an invitation to this thing, knowing damn well I don't like you. I'm not doing it for me. I mean, I'm not doing it I'm not doing it for me or you. I'm doing it for the good feels, for the feels of the whole thing. It's kind of selfish, I guess, in that way. Thoughts?
I don't think that it's selfish, actually, because it's funny. You are nice to people because you think that you may need them one day. I genuinely started. It makes me chuckle now that I say it out loud. But I started to genuinely be kinder and nicer to people because of Columbine. Once Columbine happened, and I learned that you can be shot up going to schools, I was like, yeah, I got to be nice to everybody because I didn't ever want to come to school one day and that person decide that I was going to be on their list. And so it was life for me. Like I really shifted how I was engaging with people after Columbine. And then as I grew, it may have changed for other reasons. And I learned different ways of being kinder, but like, yeah, my selfish reason was living. I want to live. I want to live for a while, actually, and
because you don't know how you impact people, and if especially on some petty shit, like if it's oh, they accidentally bumped into me. I went to a really busy high school. Like I think my high school had something like 4,000 or 5,000 students in it, and yeah, somebody was gonna bump into you. Like that's normal. Or like even in this idea of dating, right? Which is my new rant. I'm not gonna go into it, I swear. But my new rant is people talking about how there's nobody to date. Because generally people date within their communities, or at least in the intersections of their communities. And it's like, no, I don't know if, first of all, if there ain't nobody good to date left, you count as somebody. So you putting yourself in there So why are you so terrible to date? I know that was reversey, but are you really? Are you dateable? Are you? You can't even sustain a decent connection with people whom you're not romantically interested in. What would make you think that you could do it with people whom you're supposed to insert your body parts into? What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? So thinking ahead of, gosh, I probably should be nice to these people because I might have a husband in here. Bitch, think ahead. Think for your future self. You can't just show up and fuck everything up because I don't know, and someone said hey in a text message with too many Y's, and you don't get down like that. Girl, if you don't go jump off a fucking bridge. I said what I said, and I fucking meant it. Because y'all are out of control. Y'all are getting out of control with this shit. Because turn around, now y'all people getting their snap shit soon. But motherfuckers wasn't getting paid and didn't have no stamps for a month. And we got GoFundMe's going around and churches is trying to ask for this bullshit. You motherfuckers wasn't fucking with us when you had it and we was trying to help you. So now you really need it. I'm still not fucking with it. You know why I'm not fucking with it? Because I'm owed an apology and you need to be nice to me for 3 months or more, and then I'll be able to help you out again. That's right. Penance, ho. Because y'all fucking around and y'all finding out. I'm hot about it. Ugh. Okay.
But no. Let's stay there because that is such a valid point that people don't want to talk about. How many people right now lost their food stamps and have been shitty to so many fucking people and now need other people right now as community? Like now community is needed more than ever. And how many times did you call that person out their name? How many times did you do something that was completely like not necessary because you didn't like the way they talked, you didn't like how they wore their hair, or you didn't like whatever ridiculous reason that you came up with, but now your broke ass doesn't have any access to food stamps, and those are the same people that are actually donating to your fucking GoFundMe account. So I do think that there's validity of being upset because it's like, yo, make it make sense. Like we are so conditioned to be like, I don't need nobody, or and then this last 30 days, people haven't gone to get free food, haven't gone to food pantries, like lost their jobs, don't know all the things. But you were an asshole 6 months ago when you're making that steady paycheck, though.
And you were still a part of this community. You were a part of it then, and you're a part of it now. The only issue is now you're on this tail end of it. And those of us who have been sustaining like decent status in it are responsible for making sure that you have what you need. Listen here, you little piece of butthole. I don't play like that. I'm gonna still give it to you. Now that's the truth. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. Like I said, I'm gonna have a little stank face, make it happen. But when it's time to come back into community and everybody's back on the up and up, we're gonna have a motherfucking conversation about how you was treating me before. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna fucking talk about it. You know why we're gonna talk about it? Because when it happened again, and I promise you this, it will happen again, America. We will not do this again. We gotta do better. It's not a conflict resolution. It is just it's an exercise in how to do better in the future. How to sustain community. How to sustain positive networks. How to be a better friend. How to not be shitty on purpose. Have you met, do you know, okay, so talk about this person, I'm pivoting here. Talking about that person who makes it really hard to be in community with. The people who actively wake up, get dressed, go to the function to stir up some bullshit. You're the reason why I come to the event. Because I can't wait to sit in your face and talk shit with you. You evil mongrel. You evil fucking mongrel. And as soon as some shit go down, now you want to revert. Nah, bitch. Well, I thought you was mean. I thought you was big, bad, and bold. You don't need nobody. Fuck all these hoes. You know, people ain't shit. Keep that. Keep that. Hungry bitch. Keep that. I said what I said. Okay, I'm off my horse now. That's my little side note.
I don't really, I can't dissent. I don't see any falsities in what you're saying. Like there's people not even just goes to the event, right? But they get in. I unfortunately have known some of these people, so I'm talking about from a perspective of watching this actually happen. I have watched people go buy an outfit, and as they're buying this outfit, talking about how raggedy the event is going to be,
Mm-hmm.
and it don't make no sense why they're taking their time and spending their good money and their good time to go to this event. And the entire like as they're getting dressed, they're talking shit about the event. Can't wait to see how shitty this event gonna be. Y'all know who y'all are because
Mm-hmm.
this is real. And y'all, some of y'all got either this is you or you know somebody in your crew who do this dumb shit. Get dressed the whole time. I don't even know why I'm going. But they, you know, they never start on time anyway. They don't even like to have good food. They probably won't even have the good snacks. Is it an open bar? Yes, child. But the drinks are probably gonna be weak, even though it's open bar. Like they got something to say
Mm-hmm.
every step to getting to the door.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time they're at the door, now it's even worse because now you're here and you're picking down every little thing that you see because you have been preparing yourself to do this the entire time. You got dressed with this, you bought your outfit with that dumb, stupid ass energy.
Mm-hmm.
You got a ticket with that dumbass, stupid ass energy. You bought your friends tickets for that dumbass, stupid ass energy. Just so you can go and talk about how shitty the experience
You're gonna piss me off.
was.
You're gonna piss me off. And there I am, the middle person who's decided I'm gonna go shopping with your raggedy ass. And I left you at the mall with that bullshit. I was like, cause see, I done already told you, uh, we go into this because let's just talk from the perspective of like Austin, Texas, right? Like I lived in Austin, Texas for a very long time. And building community there was so goddamn difficult because everybody was a leader, but didn't nobody know how to do nothing. And everybody was a leader, but didn't have no experience doing nothing or leading anything. So as soon as it's time to throw an event, it's like, well, why don't we do this? Do you have $3,000 to do that? Well, no, we can just go get. No, we can't just go get, bitch. We are all we got. Okay. The only reason this event exists is because somebody decided it needed to happen, right? And the only reason you got an invitation is because I know you. Had I not known your dumb ass, you probably wouldn't gotten an invitation. And that's just how this works. So no, I'm gonna leave you here at this mall or wherever you buy your knockoff goods, and I'll see you later. And I'm gonna give you the same stank ass face you give me. If I don't get a thank you so much, I don't have nothing to tell you. Cause bitch, you're welcome. Now your turn. I'll come to your event as soon as you throw it. I'll be there first in line. I'll bring a platter. I'll donate, bitch. I'm so upset about it. Okay, I'm not actually so upset about it, but it does bring up memories.
I mean, you're not wrong when it comes to this whole. I
Ah,
think
Fatima in the production, everybody. She's doing it. She's doing it. She's a part of production, everybody. She's a part of production.
I do think though the being in cities where it's hard to build community, like as it's like yeah, community is there, but how hard was it to build it, right? Like yeah, you found it, you got it, but is it real community or just a bunch of people who kind of do the same or similar shit, and we just threw ourselves together and now we call ourselves a community? Because those are different things, and I felt like when I lived in Austin too, it was that it was we all were black, so I was like, yeah, but what kind of skills you have? Like, oh, you never did this before, but you think people should give you thousands of dollars to do this, but you've never done it before because you're
And you're
black.
not open to critique about it, right? You're not open to critique from someone who actually does know.
This.
And, yeah, I do this. And I'm not saying you're shitty. I'm just saying
You've
you could
never
do
done
better.
it.
You
Like
could
you've
do
never
better.
like. Come on now. I'm not like you've never done it, and you don't want to take insight from somebody who's been doing it for years. But then you want to say that we're a part of a community. Like, nah, it's not. You can't just be critiquing. It's also being able to be led and to get information. And I think again, that's not people are in these facades of communities because people don't want to hear nothing about nothing. They don't really want you to tell them nothing. They don't really want to share and be vulnerable. They don't really want to admit that they were wrong or they need assistance. It's just people should support them when they think that they should be supported. That's it. That's all.
Could we maybe today coin a term for that, like accidental community? We're using quotes because we're going to come up with a new word, because you're right, there is community is found in similarity, or like in similar experience, or in similar maybe presentation or whatever, but it's not an automatic invitation. Like, you don't automatically get a card as that community member because you are similar. So, I'm gonna just take my point earlier and just throw that out the fucking window, because I feel like we're about to redefine this. So since community is in there, it's in there. There's something above it, around it, umbrella-inging it. What is that called? What is that called? Is that, I'm not being facetious, I really don't know what it's called. Yeah, I mean,
I don't either. Like,
right? So we got to figure that word out, y'all. Like, we got to figure that word out, because just because we're placed in the same bubble, group, label, don't make us automatically community. Now, granted, I'm gonna find some of my people in there.
right.
I'm gonna find my people. They go be in there. I know it. But just because we all in the same room don't really mean we're community. Now, granted, since we're in the same room, kind of accidentally, I fuck with y'all if I stay. If I don't stay, then I don't really fuck with y'all. But if I stay, I fuck with y'all. I don't always like you, but I fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't know what we call that, because it's like, it's not even, because what the picture that just came to my head was, let's say the fire alarm goes off and we're all in the same gymnasium together. Just because we're in the same gymnasium together, does that mean that we're a community now because we all experience this fire alarm? And if we're going off experiences, the fire alarm could be race, it could be gender, it could be whatever artificial construct you choose. But like, because that alarm went off, now we're in the same place. And because we're in the same place, now does that make us community? And I don't want to, like, I don't think so. Just because we're the same race doesn't mean that we're the same community. Because there's some black people who really wish things in ways for people who already said that they hated black people. And I'm like, I can't support that. Like, I'm not saying I wish death on anybody, but you out here supporting somebody who actively denounce different groups of people, and you're black. So are you a part of my community just because you're black and you're doing that? I would say no.
As would I.
But then somebody would be like, oh, but those are your people because they're black, right? And it's like, hold on, no, hey, like, where's the line?
Yeah, well, I mean, because the line is where you draw it, right? And if that's in that case, then I guess maybe community is more of a spectrum. That's the only one I can think of right now, because we're kind of in the same we're in the same loops of, like, whatever the label is and whatever community is and wherever they intersect, that's where your people are. Like, they're in that. But you get to define where along those loops you are. So maybe I find community where people are in action, right? Like, in action, maybe that's where I find the people that are my community. Or maybe I find it in looks. Or maybe I find it in how much someone makes. I don't know. That's up to y'all to decide. But they're both continual. I'm going here, people. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's how it's looking in my brain. I just keep doing this. This is ridiculous. That's what it feels like to me. Because you're right. Where is the line is the question. And the fact that I can't be upset with you for drawing your line where you draw it, because I can't, it's your line. You can do whatever you want to with it. But in the same sentence, you can't be mad at me because you're not on my side. Nope. I drew my line over here. You drew your line over there. I want you to eat. I want your children to be safe. I want you to have a place to live. But everything goddamn else, I hope you burn in hell, you evil bitch. That's right. I said what I said. we'd be better off without your bitch ass. But since you're here taking up space, I'd rather you not be funky and rude and irritable because you're hungry. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. Like, I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. This idea of like, you should be kind to everyone. Just everyone deserves kindness. True. Everyone deserves kindness. Everyone also has the obligation to serve kindness. And if you can't be kind, at least be decent. And if you can't be decent, stay your black ass at home. Because you don't know how to act outside. Do not embarrass us in front of these white people. Oh crap! Now I can't hear you. Oh, there we go. Say it again.
Or cordial. My version of that when I learned, so my godmother's version of it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
My godmother's version of "Don't embarrass me in front of these white people" was, I'm 9 years old. Cordial. I'm like, what do you mean cordial? She's like, and I was raised in the family that made you look it up. So I had to go look up the word cordial and using the sentence to be cordial because at 9 years old, if you could only imagine the things that came out of my mouth, right? Because like, I don't like you. Like, why are you here? Like, what? Like, I have questions. Like, there's things being cordial. We don't know how to be cordial to one another. And it's like, and cordial, what I like about it, and this is why I remember it at 9, is because I don't have to like you to be cordial to you. And you don't have to like me to be cordial to me. That's not a part of being cordial at all, which is why it made sense to me and why I could be cordial because I don't have to like you. I can still not like you. Okay, good. Because that's the point for me. I don't want to have to like act like I like you when I don't. I just have to be cordial to you. You're a person. You are, I can speak to you. I can acknowledge your livelihood. But I don't do nothing else. Because I'm being cordial. And I feel like, and this is maybe me, but I was raised by old people. I feel like now people don't even know how to be cordial, but they still think they should get access to everything. Like I'm not even asking you to be kind. Kindness is like cordial is basic. Like respect, and like it's the minimum. Lauryn Hill said respect is the minimum. The minimum. So you have respect, right? I think respect is higher than cordial because I can be cordial to you and not even respect you.
Yeah.
But we can't even be cordial no more because like we lost this concept of I have to like you or I have to respect you. No, you just have to be cordial. You don't even have to speak to me. A head nod is cordial. Acknowledging my existence as a human is cordial. Once you do that, whatever way that feels good for you.
And can we say, when you know better and you decide to not do better, therein lies the harm. Like that is for me where the harm lies because you knew better. You're knowing better. You're currently not doing better on purpose, however you want to say it. And to be so disrespectful as to not acknowledge a person's existence, in my mind, gives that person permission to not fuck with you at any point in their life if they don't want to, because they will remember that. And or at least until you acknowledge that you did it and give it either a sincere apology or you better have a fucking good reason, bitch. You better have a fucking great reason. Because I can say there have been times where I have not acknowledged someone because I didn't want it to escalate because it could have. Right? So yeah, I saw them. I just didn't say anything because I don't think the moments that we were in, at least those two people, the moments we were in, shit would have popped off immediately. And it just wasn't the time. It wasn't the time. We're in the middle of something decent. Just ignore it. But a day later, I reached out. Hey, I saw you last night, and we need to have a conversation. We just need to have a talk. We need to have a talk. We ain't gotta be best friends after this bitch, but I don't like you. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And it was great. And now those are my two favorite frenemies. Oh, Love those bitches. I only have two, so that's nice. I'm happy I only have two. Keep a friend of me. You know, they keep you. They keep you. Keep. I said, keep you a friend of me. You know, they keep you nimble. That, that's for sure. Talking about bitches. What do
I
they
don't
call
have
it?
time for those because
Oh, I like it.
I don't. So there's this ruthless part of me that still doesn't know how to chill, and there's no spectrum for the ruthless part. So, and what usually happens is people will come at like a five. It's like, I'm gonna fuck with Fatima at a five, and then I come back at a 50 because I'm ruthless. It's like you didn't even have to fuck with me. You could have just left me alone. You're five. I'll match your five at a 50, and then now we're real enemies. Shit's just gone just overboard because I don't have chill, and yeah, we're here now, and I'm okay with it. Sleep really good at night, but do we have to be here?
It's like we could have just
And
not.
my
Yeah.
and yes, but my ruthlessness is like absolutely have to be here. It has to look just like this, and we're okay with it. And I'm like, all right, so I can no longer play in that world because I don't have a chill. I'm working on it, or maybe I'm not. I don't even think I am working on it. I just don't fuck with me, and there you go. Just don't fuck with me. That's it.
Yeah, leave me the fuck alone. Like if people would just leave people alone, like in that way, like I'm telling, be cordial, be decent, but really just leave folks alone. It was my number one rule when I was teaching school. You know, it was on a board in permanent marker. Mr. Jamie's number one rule: leave folks alone, and I meant that shit. So every time anything would happen in the classroom, and they would come to me, did we follow the first rule? And just answer the question honestly or not, because it's gonna help me determine what the fuck I'm doing with y'all. Mind you, I'm teaching art. So why the fuck do we have issues in art? Y'all are playing with colors and shit. But okay, fine. I mean, they're also five. So there's a lot happening in the 5-year-old brain. Bless their little hearts. All that to say, if the answer is no, then now we got problems. But if the answer is yes, one of y'all is catching the smoke. Who did it? Because if somebody was being alone and the other person wasn't being left, it was not leaving you alone. That's my culprit. You can go sit down, Samantha. Listen here, Tiffany. Oh shit. See, I'm so pissed off my camera moving. I'm still pissed off at 5-year-olds. Okay, find some talk while I get my production together.
I but even so, bringing it back to community though, even 5-year-olds know who they want to be in community with or not.
Oh yeah.
And who they want to be bothered with or not. And it's knowing who you are, who you want, and not ostracizing people because they don't do it the way that you do. And if you are doing that, then that's not community. Those are just some people that you know around the way. And that's different. And that's okay. But we don't have to try to act like we're more than what we are. And we don't have to like each other to be cordial. I don't have to like you. That is, if we don't get anything else out of this, we can be in community together and I don't have to like you. I can just be cordial and respect the fact that you exist as a person. And that's it. If I'm going to be in community with you. If we're just a whole bunch of motherfuckers that look alike, that's another conversation.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way you can acknowledge everybody. I mean, that's impossible. Now, granted, my presence acknowledges everyone, but that's just who I am. That's just who I am. But okay, I feel like we were rant about this for the next 50 minutes, but we don't have another 50 minutes. So would you say that's our takeaway is that we need to come up with a goddamn term for whatever this umbrella thing over community is. Okay. Help us. Because by the next time, we're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna talk to like a sociologist or some bullshit. We're gonna figure this out. And I say that's one. And then two, be cordial, god damn it. What do you think? Anything else?
No, that's it. Those are the two things. I would say, yeah, be cordial. You don't have to like somebody to be cordial.
True. Oh wait, that was my political stance because unlike several people, I did vote this month because you motherfuckers is out here acting like liberation is just free. That's not how this works, ho. That's why France gifted them that motherfucking statue because they knew they was on some bullshit. Like they just knew it. Anyway, I really do believe that people are fighting for you without you knowing it, and you never know who that person is. So that is for me, the catalyst, the reasoning for the cordialness. That's where cordialness comes in. You don't know who fighting for you, bitch. Be nice. Act right. Act right. Because you might get thrown on the motherfucking bus. That's right. Sometimes sacrifices are made in those boardrooms. And you just might be one of them. I don't want to be one, like Fatima. Fatima don't want to get shot up. I don't want to be lost in the political boardroom. So we act all right. We do good. We are decent people. But you never know, girls. You never know. It wasn't a threat. Just saying. What? I just got a big old cheese. What is my husband doing home at 1:32? He is not out making my money. What is the AC is not working at the office. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But we're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. Okay. So, although those are our takeaways, yes.
Yes,
So
those are our takeaways.
Here we go. Okay.
That's our takeaway on community isn't always made up of people that you like, or maybe it is. So community isn't always made. Find community and what it looks like that matters.
I just love us. Look at
all
us.
Right. Thank you for
being all
joining us. We'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe.